Welcome everybody, Humble George here. I saw this real cool little Volkswagen Beetle on YouTube today, and there was a link to it, and it was from a reputable place, so I snagged it. But I noticed when I was looking, I said, that looks an awful lot like Happy Wing. So I just unpacked it. It's right here. And I looked, and I'm going to put it in here, and look at this. VW30 Happy Wing. Lo and behold, no wonder it looked familiar. All right, so let's switch places with these things. So I've got some room to put it. I knew it looked familiar. I wonder if it's my very own one. It's hard to say, but we'll look into it. There goes the puppy. Let's go take a look. Now, I got a little more up my sleeve than that, so don't you worry. We're going to have some fun. I wanted to say this, too. Let me get in here and take a look at this. That I didn't make that video with clickbait as far as saying I would teach you how to put those lights on the vehicle. That was not clickbait. I just simply did not realize that, lo and behold, that footage wasn't there. Okay, there's the little kid right there. There's little Happy Wing. I mean, that's not Happy Wing. This is the little unit. There's Happy Wing. I knew it looked familiar, but I don't know if I got. Come here. It's got a really pretty paint job too. This one here, I really like that. So let's take a look at it. Let's see what it's got for horsepower. Oh, 330. That doesn't sound enough for to be Squonkies, but let's go take a look at the puppy. Let's hope it's not a blue ball of bullshit. No, it's not. Okay, well, this is definitely the very same one. Now, I'm not telling you this is mine, because I don't think it is. This could be the one that I used to get Happy Wing from. Oh, look at this. Now, this is going to make sense to you in a minute. This is not a good sign, but this is going to... See this under here? That's all lit up? Uh-huh. Well, see how it's all in bad shape and nasty looking? Boy, I'm not happy to see that, but I can tell you what it is there's a problem with in the editor. When he left, that became corrupted. And I, guys, I got up early this morning. I was going to make you this amazing video. Oh, I spent the time. I did it beautiful. We had the little buckets in this beautiful car. It was going to be a retro deal. It was going to be gorgeous. And then I got to the next phase before the last phase, and the steering column went to shit. I put a new steering column in, went to shit. Then it got to the point where it wouldn't even allow me to work on the car anymore. It shit the bed. Oh, fuck. I wasted hour upon hour. But that's neither here nor there. Let's make sure we're in good shape, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the little headlight buckets on this vehicle right here. Let's go take a look at little Happy Wing and see what we got for exhaust on the back of Happy Wing. Come here. The wheels are the same. This is really a nicer vehicle because I've got the upgrades to it. And it goes really good. It's got all the bells and whistles. However, I have really monkeyed with this a lot. And I don't know if it'll tolerate anymore. But I love that little kid. That's what he thinks of abortion. Fuck you. Don't kill me before I even get a chance. And I don't blame him. Okay, we know that my pipes and all that are good in the back, but they're pretty elaborate, I have no doubt. I don't know if it's... Now, there's that. There's that. There's that. There's that. It's very elaborate. So I'm not going to try to put these pipes on that other vehicle. Let's get the other vehicle so we have a chance to see the two. Okay, I knew it looked the same. I knew it did. No, I'm not for even an instant saying that they took my car, which I put up some years ago, and did this. I don't think they did. I think this is probably they got the original one that I got years ago and just went ahead and had fun with it, just like I did, which is nothing wrong with that. But look at the poor little ass end of the thing. He's unhappy. All right. He's got an unhappy ass. Well, we gotta cheer the poor little kid up, don't you think? I mean, he deserves being cheered up, and this one's already good enough the way it is. I don't want a monkey with happy wing, because who else has a V8 in the back seat of the fucking thing? Well, or whatever. Yeah, V8 in the back on an angle. I got too much invested in this to have this take a shit tonight, but I knew that wing looked very, very familiar. So here's what you do: if you're going to work on a new car, which we are, we're going to get out of here. And a few things we want to do. We want to make sure it's ready for us. Okay, let's get the little guy. Come on. And we're going to see what we need to do. Let's unpack the data. This is important. We're going to unpack that so we can get to what we need to. It's only a 5-speed, so that's fine to know going in. All right, it's a little rascal there. Now we'll come up to here. We no longer need the data ACD. So let's just get rid of that. We can always make another one. It's got a ton of LODs. But I don't think the thing's going to take a shit for itself. I really don't. I think it's going to be okay. What we're going to have to do, though, is a few things. One, let's look at our textures. This is all we got. We got bullshit for flames, so they're pretty much worthless. And we can't see any others. And now, because of the updates with the shaders patch, you're no longer allowed to unpack the KN5s.
Is that really an issue?
No, it's not an issue at all. Not at all. It's not an issue because I have a way around it. Thank God. Get this folder here, and let's just call it 3. All right, VW30. VW30. Okay, VW30. And what we're going to do with VW30 is we're going to take everything out of here for the time being. We're going to take, we're going to take everything out of here for the time being. Everything. All right? Cut and paste. All right? Boom. There's a reason I'm doing this, and I'm going to show it to you. Now we're going to take this. This is the main one, the biggest one, the 4213. We're going to copy this. We're going to come over here and put it back in the car. All right. Now we're going to minimize that. We're going to take this KN5 converter XE. We're going to copy it, and I'm going to leave it right in the car, just like this. We're going to double click it with a left mouse twice. Bing, bing. And it's going to unpack that KN5. Now, wait just another second or two, because sometimes, even though it says that, it's not really done. But in this case, I believe it is. I hit the space bar. What I want to do is we don't need any of these extra files. As you can see, they take up kilobytes worth of space, and we're never going to need them again. Jody showed me this. All right? So now we don't need that one either, but we do need this, and I'm going to leave that there for you. All right? But we do need everything else that's in here. Okay? So now, other than this one we don't need. So we're going to control and choose what we want to bring out. Just like that. We're going to copy it and paste it right back in the car. Boom. The only thing we omitted was this. All right? Now we're happy. We got everything we would need for the car. We've got a textures folder now that we can see what we've got for textures. We can see everything we need, but we're going to need one more thing because we have to have common chrome. Now, we could get it from a car that already has common chrome, or I could go up to my textures folder right here because I've got common chrome right here. It looks like a rat turd, but believe me, we need it. So we're going to grab this one, and we're going to grab the black chrome PNG. And we're going to grab the flames. Okay? So these three things we're going to harvest from this little place here. Are you ready? All right. Copy, out of here, and paste. And one it's going to rewrite, which is the flames. But now if we open up the flames, we actually have flames. Look at these rascals. So we're happy. We got flames up the yin-yang. If such a thing could be something you would desire. But we don't have anything yet that possesses common chrome. Now we could just use the name, but I think it's better to do it this way. So we're going to have a materials folder. Well, actually what we're going to do is, hang on a second, we're going to come over here, open up my cars folder again, and we're going to look for the car that I was working on this morning, right here. Thank God it's got materials. Here they are right here. This has got everything we need to do the job I want to do. So I'm going to just make a copy of this, come out of here, make sure you know where we are. We're in the little VW30. We're going to pop this right in there. Okay? That's got everything that we're going to need to work with it right there and then. And this, by the grace of God, I hope this goes well. Now, what we don't have is the proper exhaust for this car. So, that's something we definitely need to replace because it's going to look nasty the way it is. So, let's go take a look. Let's go back to the content manager. Let's go back to here and let's find out where the bear shits in the buckwheat. What else do we have that has... I hate that. If anybody knows how to stop that pop-up bullshit, please turn me on to it because I am really sick of it. Let's try this and see what this has for exhaust. Lord have mercy. Click. Would you please choose the son of a bitch? Oh, it gets old. Choose it. I'm clicking the dog shit out of the thing. Okay. This is probably not going to be what we want. And it just fucked up my whole... Do you love it? You gotta love it. Oh, it's a fight. It's a constant cosmic battle. You tell me there's not good and evil. Oh, the devil's pissed off. He's fucking with old Georgie today. You know what? I don't give a fuck. You're not going to win. You're a defeated foe. So, eat it. That's all I can tell you. I'm not getting worked to a froth over this bullshit. That'd be the second time today I've totally lost it. And I'm not losing it today. So, let's fix this son of a gun right here and now. And we'll be happy. All right, so we can't use this one. But we at least fixed the showroom. The showroom's happy. Let me get, well, actually I need one more. Give me one more light. I want to go see the back of the car as well. All right, I'm sorry, this is, I can't help it. These are not scripted videos. I mean, I don't have a paper laying out in front of me saying, do this, do that, say this, say that, don't say that, say something else. I don't have any of that. All I've got is what you see right here and now. Is on the fly, do it the best you can, hope for the best, wing it to your heart's desire, and don't, oh, fuck. Well, anyway, we know we can't use that one, okay? Let's see what, God, come on! Excuse me. Oh, it gets old. Here. Choose it. Choose it again. All right. We're going to use the pipes off this one. And the lights just took a flying F for themselves again. Oh, you got to love this shit. Don't you love it? Oh, it's a dandy son of a bitch. Oh, ho, ho. It wants to fuck with you. It does a wonderful job of it. Yep, but I'm not going to let it get me. No, there's no reason for it at all. But we're going to have to harvest some exhaust or we're not going to have it. So we got to go in there and snag the pipes off this sucker. All right, this time, hit the T, please. There we go. Now it's happy. Now let's get the hell out of here while the getting's good. We're going to have to take, all right, first of all, this is unpacked. This is amazing bug. Okay, let's give it 3 stars just because we can, and let's go find out what's going on with amazing bug. Could it possibly be named amazing bug? Yeah, it is, as a matter of fact. Praise the Lord. Okay, so what do we have in here? We have textures that are worthless, and the flames suck too. Okay, wonderful. Sucky flames. And, but not to worry. We're going to do this. Materials. Materials. Okay, let's take this little puppy. It's called VW Amazing Bug, and go harvest. This is how you begin, which is kind of a nice thing. Today would be nice. Well, you see, I got the mouse sitting on a fuzzy deal, and it just isn't working worth a shit. Okay, let's go to cars. Let's go down to the amazing bug. I told you I'm going to try to do the best I can, but sometimes it's a little more than you bargained for. Oh, that's all right. It's not fucked up. It's just fucked up. Oh, the paint looks like shit. Well, we ain't sweating the paint. All we want is the fucking pipes. All right. Mouse, where are you? Exhaust. Praise Jesus. Okay, we got our first blessing. Let's double side the exhaust while we got it. Okay, now let's harvest it. This is what we have. Pipes up the yin-yang. Dandy. Okay. File. Save. Get to the right car. Actually, well, all right, let's just do it this way. It's easier. Okay. Pipes. Okay. Open it up and save them. Beautiful. Now, what is the texture to these puppies? It's called Material Beetle Exhaust Metal. That's the name. But it's AC Silver DDS, okay? So we're going to need that. AC Silver DDS. All right? No problem. Just so we know it, just going into the whole thing. Now, since we aren't really doing anything to this particular poor little guy the way he is, we haven't changed him. All we did was harvest parts. I don't know what this blue thing is sticking up there, like a tail. I have no idea what that is.
Some type of little flap. Maybe it's one of those things you see at a party. You blow on it and the little thing will...
I don't know. Well, let's get the hell out of here. Come on. Let's get on with the program. So much for that. So we take this thing, we open this up, we grab our pipes.
Nonchalantly and not in Macy's window.
And we're going to cut these buggers, and we're going to slap them where they belong.
It's called Slap Your Happy Pipe.
There we go. And slap these rascals right in there. Paste. So there's our pipes. Now, it was silver some odd that we needed, which was probably not going to make any difference because we're going to change that. Materials. All right. This thing. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, naturally we can't. Okay, piss on it. Don't worry about that. That's an incidental that's not going to be a real problem. So let's go to, now we're going to begin. You ready to begin? Whew, took me this long to get this far. Good thing I don't do this for a living. Yeah, I never...
Oh, now this is going to give me a rash and shit. All right, well, fuck it. If you're new to 3D SimEd, this is what you'll see starting out. This mess of garbage right here. Go, where do I begin? Well, where do you begin? Where's your Steam?
It's on the D drive.
Under Steam Apps, under Common, under Assetto Corsa, under Content, under Cars.
I know, it's a bunch of shit, isn't it? But this is the walk you gotta walk. And then we go find the little bastard. Whoa, Nelly. Whoa, Nelly is right. And he's called right here. VW, this little guy. So that's what we want. Whew. Okay, and now we want to find the big one right here, 4213. Grab that, hit open, and say yes.
Don't read it, just sign it. Okay?
So here's our happy little guy. All right? Now, normally speaking, and I used to do this all the time when I first came in, and actually I had a lot of good fortune doing that, so we're going to go to File, we're going to go to Save, we're going to make sure we're in the same unit, go to Materials, and we're going to save this. I don't know if it helps, but I didn't do that this morning, and maybe that's part of what went to hell in a handbasket. All right, now, see this thing that's all fucked up? Well, let's look at it. Is it fucked up? Well, is it fucked up?
This looks alright.
Let's harvest it. Well, that looks cooler than the son of a bitch. I wonder why it looked like shit. Well, we're harvesting it anyway. We're going to save it. Going to go to Pipes. And we're going to go to Original. And if it ain't spelt that way, it looks like it ought to be, so that's the way we do it. And just save it, okay? Now, we're going to come out of this, and while this is still highlighted, we're going to, watch this now, we're going to go up to here, it says MS.
It's not multiple sclerosis, it's memorized where this is.
We're going to tap that. Now we're going to come over here to replace it with something. We're going to come over here to Pipes. And this is what we want right here. So we're going to hit that, and boom, there they are.
They're backwards.
Well, they're backwards, and they're not in the right spot, but that's not the end of life as we've known it. So when they're backwards like that, the best thing we can do is come over to the pitch and pitch it at 0. 0.00000, like that.
Bingo. Oh, that didn't help either.
All right, well, that didn't do what we want, so we want 180. And try that. Parent, now at least they're heading in the right direction. And now we want to move them over to the middle of the car, or thereabouts. Just happened to luck out with a 2, and that looks pretty close. Now we've got to move them back, not that far. A 1.7 doesn't do it, but will a 1.8 do it? No, but a 1.9 might. They're
Peeking out.
well. Now they gotta go.
Actually, I think the son of a bitch is upside down.
It is upside down. The dangler's down. Okay, so that means that we want our roll to be 180. Parent. And of course now it's in the wrong place. But if we put a 0 here, that might solve that problem. Parent. It didn't, but the thought was there. All right. They're a little physically too wide for this thing, so we come. All right. See this number right here? Control C. Come up to this. This one is the one that makes it wider or not wide, and just do that. Let's see what happens.
It didn't do jack shit.
Well, it was a thought. No, put an 8 there and see what happens. Ah, now we're talking. Okay, now we got to move it over 1 maybe. Let's see what happens. Oh, that was not good. But how about 16? Not bad. Let's give it 17, and if it's too much, we'll deal with it at the time. I think you can go to 18. As you can see, thank God you can look at it in real time and you make your decisions. Okay, there's our new happy exhaust. And I know it's a little bit generic, but hey, it's a happy little exhaust and we're moving forward now. All right? Because all we're going to do is add, you want it to stick out a little farther, you said? Well, let's see if we can do that. Let's go to a 3 and see if I went in the right direction. I did. Okay. Now they're poking out nice. Pocahontas.
Yeah, well, it's almost like a poke in the whiskers.
Not quite. But let's make this a little bit less wide as it is. Let's make that an 8 too. And let's make them all 8s. All right.
It still ain't right.
Well, then make it a 7.
Whoa, that fucked it up.
No, we're going back to the 8.
We're majoring on the minors here, so let's just calm that shit down to a crawl.
Now, do this double-sided. Okay.
You're triple-sided, Humble.
I don't give a shit. It's happy now. All right? Now we're going to get to the job at hand. We cannot place the glass at the same time we place the buckets, but we can place the buckets. And what I mean by buckets is this. Now that we've gotten that part out of the way, let's come over to import. Let's come to our materials. Now we can get started. First things first. Remember I told you that we needed something that had the common chrome? Well, this happens to have it. So we're going to go to Edit, Copy, and Paste. And I hope you can hear my voice better today. It's a little scratchy because I don't know why. I've been riding the e-bike, and I think it's just I've been out early in the year, and there's a little bit of congestion. No, I don't have flucus or the blowhole. I'm fine. But there's a little congestion. But the amount of voice that I've been having lately has been overbearing in the videos, I thought. So once we see that it's pink, that means it's never seen this before. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down to Material, Chrome Suspension. We're going to select that, and we're going to come up to this bar right here. It says Copy to Material. Okay? Now whatever we touch is going to go to Chrome. So that means if that thing had a silver deal to it, and we don't have that texture, now we don't have to worry about that. We're going to turn everything to chrome that we want to be chrome, and this is when we're going to do it. So see Beetle exhaust, and it used to be AC silver. Watch what happens to it now. Bam. Now it's become common chrome. And we know we've got that because we just put it in there. So everything that we want to be a happy chrome now is the time to do it. Regular old chrome, that's fine. It just becomes happy chrome. Watch. Pink. So all this happy stuff is going to be beautiful, and we're going to love it. Now, see this creepy blur? Whether we fuck with that or not is yet to be seen. Trust me, maybe we won't fuck with it at all. Now, the weird thing about these wipers, and I guess they could be that color. At least the rubber's the right color. And hopefully these work. I don't know if they do or they don't. I couldn't say. Now, do we want the mirrors to be chrome? Now is the time to, not car chassis. That's the whole thing is going to turn to chrome. So no, we're not going to monkey with that. And that's more of a job than I want to get into right now.
Could we fix it?
Yes, we could fix it.
Are we going to?
Fuck no. It's just too much of a job. But what's this little ring around here? Chrome too. Okay, well, they're going to be happy chrome. Bing. All right, now. That took care of the inside happies. Oh, wait, what about sometimes the ends of the restraints. Sometimes the ends of the restraints need to be chromed as well. But I don't see any restraints, so we're going to get back to the job. All right, now that our chrome is happy, what about this thing? Do we want this thing to be happy? Wing struts?
Chrome the bastards.
All right.
Now you're going to know Humble fucked with it. Because we got happy chrome struts.
Done with that part of the project. So come on up here to go to Home, go to Import, come over here to Materials. Now we're going to go to let me look for a minute. front buckets right here. And we're going to have 4 of the little bastards. We're going to go to Edit, Copy, and Paste Faces. Now, they're close, so we don't have a whole bunch of monkey business to do. We lucked out. We're just getting, you know, sometimes it just works a little better than other times. So let's just increase upwards to a 4 right there and see what happens. Okay, now we're going to go up a little bit more than that. Let's go up to a 5. Just sneak up on it till you're happy, basically, is what you're going to do. You're artistically placing these wherever you want them. Let's just cut to the chase. That's what you're doing. Okay? Now that looks fine. Now we want to make sure that the bottom one shows. That we don't, and we want to make sure right now that they're in the right spot. Okay? What do you think? You're looking at them along with me. See, you draw a line straight down here and draw a line straight down there. I'd say they're dead nuts. Do you think this one favors the side a little bit? It's close. It is so close. I'd say we're going to go with that. So what you're going to want to do is have a pen and paper. You want to have this whenever you're doing this type of work because the coordinates will save you a lot of time. And this is easy, this one here, luckily. So at the start at the top, you got 0.0, you got 0.2, you got 0.07, and that's it. That's the only change we've got to do. The rest is all zeros and the scale is right, so we're good to go.
So what do we do right now?
We're going to save it just like it is. We're going to save it like it is because we cannot put the clear lenses in now. They'll be named the same as everything we just did. And if we light them up, we're going to light up everything we just did. So we want to stop this, and we want to come up to export, and we want to export the textures. Now, do you remember when we put the common chrome in the textures of this little car? Here's the VW30. Follow the trail all the way down to textures and hit this, and it's going to say we don't have it, which is good. This is what it needs, and this is where it originally came from, this BMW 1000 texture common chrome, but we do have it. You know we have it, I know we have it, so we hit OK. If we didn't, we'd have to go fetch it right now before we save the KN5. So now we're going to make a new KN5 for it, and we want it to go in with here. It's going to replace this one. Don't just hit this and it alleviates that because you're screwed. If you do that and any problem arises, we can't fix it. So what you want to do is first try. And you name it anything, just so you know what we got. But first try is pretty easy to remember. Save it, give it a second or two. With any grace and favor, this is going to go at a reasonable pace, and you're not going to be watching a 5-hour fucking video, okay? So we get out of here. We're done with that. Now we come over here. We go to cars. Now, we've got an issue, and the issue is this. There's a very good chance that 3, 2, and 1 do not have common chrome, which means, I'm just going to show you. So what we do is we slide this rascal off onto the desktop. Okay, that's the original one that we haven't monkeyed with. It's also, by the way, right there. Okay, just in case. So we slide this one off onto the desktop. That's what we just did now. We want to erase this one. We want to name this exactly the same as the original, so the game will see it. Okay? Bing. Now, remember we saved in the materials this great big bugger that's 27 point whatever? We don't need that anymore. I'm sure of it. So we get rid of that. Now, we go into the game just like this. Now, the best way I could show you is with the proper car, obviously. Now remember the color of the wheels. They're the dark color. Are you going to be a nice kid? Come on. Now they're going to be chrome. Uh-oh. Yep, they are. They're chrome. There's our new little headlight buckets. Everything's happy. We got our pipes. Let's go check and see what the flames are going to look like. Or they're poking out of one side. That is not a big deal whatsoever. That's so easy now to fix. It's a non-issue. So for what we can see right here and now, we should be happy. Now we could put a license plate on it at some point, but I want to try to trim this video down to be concise and exactly what we want. We look at the inside of the wheels and we can't see out into oblivion, so that means we don't need to double side those. They're a little skinny, but they could be addressed at some point, but not right now. It's not necessary. Let's see if this thing has wipers. Is there any possible chance? Nope, it doesn't. How about doors? Nope, nothing. All right, well, it's a happy little guy, but it doesn't have the bells and whistles. Okay? So what we do, now we can go back and we can put our little lights in. Now, if we want to be creative, and this is the time to think about it, do we want to have the bottom ones as fog lights and be a yellow or orange color and the top one's white, or do we want them all to be the same color? This is the time to deal with it. Now, these are nice, and I'll show you how to do this stuff, and it'll be happy, and you're going to love the little car. And I don't see why I can't put this right out there for you to enjoy. I'll find out who made it, and it's just there. It's just his car with all the chrome and all that, and pipes that actually work. However, we could try to make this color the very same as what he has. We can do that. Keep it period correct. Just we ended up with 2 pipes rather than 1. All right, let's go see what we can do. Up. First things first. Let's try to drive it. All right, let's try to drive the little kid. Let's go to drive, and no, we're not going to a drag race. We're going to go any fucking place but there. All right, and it's just going to be a practice. The chance of it binding up the program and just shitting the bed is huge. I'm going to tell you going in on it. Well, first things first. Let's go over here and sniff the bugger out and analyze it. It says it's happy, all right? So we don't see a problem. Let's go to drive and see if it launches. There's a very good chance it's going to shit the bed. I'll tell you right now. Generally, when you add chrome to something, it didn't. All the better. Yay. Good. Wonderful. It didn't shit the bed. Hot diggity. All right, good. This is a huge fucking plus. Oh, I'm loving it.
When things start to go right, Humble is a happy camper.
Let's go back and fix those lights. We're going to be 2 times in there, and then we should be done. All right, let's import. We're going to go, see this one now is a different deal. It's not capitals like that, but it doesn't matter. Let's choose the little kid. And we'll come snapping right in here. Now, here's the blessing of the whole thing. The coordinates we have of these little bastards. We've saved them. See? There they are right there. We're going to double side the fuckers because we can. There's a reason for that. Because obtuse angles, sometimes you can see right straight through the thing. It's only got your ability to see it on one side of the sphere. The other side, you'd look straight through it. It wouldn't even be there. That's just the way digital stuff is. I'm going to try to fix that fucking blur like this. I'm going to come inside the car. Bear with me. We got to get up to where we can see the dashboard like this, okay? Now let's turn these off. They're happy. We're going to put our mouse somewhere on the gauges. Generally speaking, they use a different kind of recipe for the glass on gauges. So we're going to look at this. There's the VW dash. Let's hit it and see what it's made out of. VW dash. That's not the glass, I can tell you right now. That's all the everything else. All right, we're fucked. Wait a minute. Well, all right, worst comes to worst. We're going to copy this like this. All right, now we're going to come out of the car, reset the view. See this blur? Material, EXT blur. We're going to replace it with this. And I told you, it became numbers and bullshit. It's not really glass. It's all that shit. They didn't put glass on the face of them. So if that happens, go up to edit, go to undo. Now we're back to this. Now, we can use these windows. They're nice and clear. So we'll go to window INT. We'll do this. We'll come back to the happy glass material, and we're going to say, fuck you, parent. And now we can see the happy wheels. Because the blur, I don't like the blur. Some people like it. I don't. So enough of that bullshit. We've straightened that out. Let's go put the little lenses in. I don't believe all four are going to go in at the same time, but it's a possibility they might. And if that's the case, I think we're probably screwed on changing one from... Well, we're not screwed. We can do it. So come with me. So we come up here to Home, to Import, to Materials, and Front Marker Lights.
There's the rear marker lights. Look at those cute little bastards.
Aha. Edit. Copy.
Oh, you can't do this now, you pud puller. Well,
Paste. Because if I do, then I can't put the glass in. Not this time anyway. But we can have some fun, can't we?
fuck yeah, we can.
They're not sticking out yet, but they can. I don't know how much it's going to take to move them. Do we really want them little bastards? I mean, we can do this if you would like to, but maybe we won't. I don't know. I don't think it's necessary. Really, I don't think so. And do we want to do it this way? Hang on a second. A fucking idea just came to me.
It's scary when that happens, but...
It does happen from a time to time. 180. What if we put them up on the fucking wing? A wing and a prayer, as they say. I know.
You're fucking with it, Humble.
Yeah, I know, I am. We could have them on the sides of the wing. I bet we'd be the only ones with them.
Ah, you knucklehead. Well, they've got to be wider.
Yeah, they do. Wider still. And down more. Not that far. Let's see, one is not right, two is too much. So we got to do one and then bring it up. Bring it up to an 8 and see what happens. Okay, we'll bring it down to a 7. All right. Now it's got to go forward more. So give that an 8 and see what happens. Wrong direction. In that case, give it a 0. Now that's not going to be right. So we can either put a 0 here and then a 9 or something. Well, we got to get that highlighted. And don't take out the little fucking dot because you're screwed done pretty much. Let's get up here where we can see what we're doing. I know this is an off-shot, kind of a fucked up idea, but I think it's going to be fun. And I think we want to angle them down a little bit so that they're facing the ground. Let's get this squared away. It'll be worth it. I mean, if we're going to do the car, we might as well have a little bit of extra fun with it. Just for the hell of it, because we can. You know, why have it exactly what it was before when we could... 9... Is this the wrong direction? I think it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Let's try that. And let's go even more. Okay. You don't have, you just got to be willing to move the thing around so you can see it. That's the way it is. Okay, we've got to make these a little bit bigger yet. All right. And reset view will get you farther in the long run. Now all right, it looks cornier than the son of a bitch. It's not going to be worth the shit. It was kind of a cool thought, but see, you can go ape shit, and then later on you're going to say, why the fuck did I do that?
But that would look cool as hell. You know, little rally type of a deal with the lights and all. Well, what's forbidden us from doing it?
Well, nothing really. Just I don't want to see those empty spots in the whatchamadoodle.
What's wrong with that?
You got to constantly fuck with the view. That's just life. You have to get used to that. And I think we're going to make them a little bit smaller yet. Okay, now we don't really see that issue like I saw it before. And are we happy? Yeah, I don't think the roll is wrong. Now bring them up a little bit. How's that? That's pretty doggone even. Okay, so we're gonna fuck with it a little bit more, and we got those little buckets in there. Now we just gotta go out and come back in again. We're not gonna get too fucking exercised over it. Okay, and we can double side those. Believe me, I thought we could. And no object. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Let's save it right here. This is just going to be a quickie. We're going to go out and come back in, and we're going to be happy. They're the same kind of texture, so we don't have to monkey with the texture. We're all set with that. Let's go to export. We're just going to export a new KN5. Okay, rally lights. So that'll tell us what we've got, rally lights, okay? So we're going to have a total of 4 more times in here, and we should be done. And that's going to take care of that. And it's going to be kind of cute. You know, that's going to be a little something different. So that's not a terrible thing. So we just take rally lights out, and we put it underneath. Let's move all this whole shoot and match up, because we're going to need a few more spaces. Okay, rally lights. Now, we just get rid of this one here, delete this, and change this name. Now, I know if you've watched a few of these, you already know that this is what we do every time. But what if you're the new guy who's never seen one of these before, and you say, I don't know anything about 3D. Can somebody help me? Because I kind of like to get into it. Well, this is how you do it. So come on over and we'll take a look at what we got. Now, hopefully, and the reason we save a KN5 every time is because we're not guaranteed it's not going to shit the bed and give us a ball of spikes. Why it does it, I have no idea, but from time to time it takes a shit, and it's nasty when it does. Okay, they're going to be cooler than the bastard. I mean, this is going to be different than it was to start with. So I think they're going to look sharp. You know, I don't know if the lights are going to bother us in the mirrors. Maybe they'll be a different color. Maybe it'll just be a pretty little blue or whatever the deal, but we've got them. Nobody's hurting. I don't see any problems. We'll go right back and we'll begin. Now this, no bullshit, we're moving along. Give it another couple of stars and be happy. Come on. We may catch a break here, and I'm hoping we do. It's possible we could even be done in one more time after this. Okay? Aha. Something just came to me that we don't have. We don't have the material of the lights themselves. But that's okay. At least I remembered that. Let's go to import, materials, front marker lights. That's just those. Rear marker lights, light housings. Six tiny lights. Bottom two, rear two lenses. Top front two glass lenses. Let's try this. Now, which direction are they going? They're backwards. That means we would never see them if we don't turn them around. Okay. Now, we're going to edit, copy, and paste. Now, they're going to probably turn up. Well, actually, they're real fucking close. Oh, my God, look at them. Pardon me. First things first, though. I want to change the pitch because I want them oriented in the right direction. Okay, 180 will give us the opposite of what we just had. Now we want to bring them forward. Oh, well, we want to bring them up too, but we want to bring them forward. There they are. Wait, there they are, poking out the front. Okay. Now, let's bring them back. Oh, -4 isn't going to do it, and -5, 4, 3 is wrong direction. All right, let's see what happens with 3. Okay, well, we got to increase 3. That's all. 3, 4, and see what happens. There's no other way to do this. Oh, man. Do you believe this? I think they're going to match the front two. This is going to be sweet. This is going to be sweet, I think. We got to go up a little bit. A little bit more. Yeah, we're going to wheedle this right in there. Let's try a 5 and see if that's too much. No, and we're going to have to make them a little bit smaller. That's not a problem. So here we do a 9.
Ah! No, not a 9, you knucklehead. Oh, no, a 0, 0, 0.
0 point, and we got to have the 9 on this side of the line. All right, we're going to have a few more 9s. All right, we got maybe too many 9s. Okay. Now, again, we'll probably have to deal with a roll a little bit just to get them proper, and then we got to go up a little bit more. This is a little tedious, but don't worry, it's going to be happy. Oh, look at that. Now there's got to be a little less than what it is. Let's give that an 8 and see what happens now. It's got to need a little more than an 8, so let's give it a 5. The farther you go to the right, the tinier the incremental changes are. That's something that you'll want to know. That looks pretty doggone nice right there. It's not perfect, and I'm not so sure. That isn't bad, though. If you really want to spend the time, you can monkey with it, monkey with it, monkey with it until you get it just so. As far as the size of the actual circles, they can be increased a little bit. Let's put a 2 here and a 2 here. Well, that changed it a lot. Okay, we don't want to do that. Let's get rid of this one. And they are slightly bigger, so we want to raise it up just a whisker or 2. I would know about whiskers. Okay, and you can see that it's got to move over just a little bit. Wrong direction, but at least we can tell. Just put a minus on it and bring it back, and now the roll is wrong. Let's try a 7. All right, we're going to deal with this. Is going to be fine. I just want to make sure that Oh, they're at a funny angle. Okay, we've got to move them back farther inward. So minus 3, or will that go the wrong way? Wrong way. Okay, that's all right. We're going to do a minus 1. Now, they're far back in, but we don't want it to dig through the top. See how it's digging? Let me get real in here so you can really see what's going on, because this is important. These are the tiny things that you'll learn as you go. I want to get closer to that, but one click is too many clicks. Anyway, you can see what I'm telling you. If I unhighlight this, you're going to see that it's digging through the top of that. You don't want that at all. So it should be easy enough to just widen it a tiny bit. And drop it down a little. If I change the number, that would probably help. Okay, now that one's fine, but we don't want to cut through the bottom either. But you're going to see it less on the bottom than you're going to see it on the top, because you're definitely going to see that. Okay, so what do we do? Well, we could increase the size of it this way one time. And that helps some. If we didn't screw it up on the other side, which we didn't. This is important now. It really is. So let's go to a 3-5 and see if that takes it away. Almost. Let's go to a 3-3. Oh, it's all but gone. All but is not enough. 3-2. All right. 3-1. Just go to a 0. That's still not right. Gone. We're done with that. Okay, we're happy. Now we got our first 2 in. Now what's going to happen is, let's go to view and reset view. Here's what we got. Now this is an interesting thing, but it is true nonetheless. Wherever these are, I mean, let's cut to the chase. When I name the KN5, these are going to have that name. So you'll see.
We're done with these 2 top ones.
Okay, we're done with the 2 top ones. Come over here to this button here that says close. All right. Now, the interesting thing is we have to have that texture. So I'm going to open this texture up like this. I'm going to come to view, and I'm going to come to column or details, so I have some room to monkey. Now, we're going to go to this 3.0 deal, which is who we are, but we need the stuff from the other car. Luckily, we know what car that is. It is up here, right there. Okay? So we open the textures folder. This way, as soon as we see what it asks for, we can come and fetch it. Otherwise, it's a difficult thing to try to find exactly what we need, because it's at that point really a pisser. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Okay, now.
Where are we humble?
Where are we humble? We're going to go to export. We're going to go to export textures. And we're going to export the textures to that little car.
Where is he?
He's here, but he needs to be opened up. There it is. Now we should throw another error.
We did.
Okay, this is what we're lacking. MGTC lights. So we come over here to this one. We come over here to this one. MGCT lights.
It's so much easier when you know where you can fetch the shit. You just gotta be truthful.
There they are right there. That's what we need. Copy and paste. Done deal. Okay? Now.
There. We're out of here.
Now we got to go make the KN5 for this little car. And all right, make it easy on ourselves. Top light. Oh, no. Upper grill. Upper grill lights. This is going to make it easier for us. Okay? Now save it. All right, now come out of here and stop this. Now we come over here like this. We got to get to our lights in the car. Come down to lights. I hope you're still with me because we're getting there. Now this is what we got so far in the car. We got 6 lights and they're all spread out and they look really fucked up, but we're going to hope for the best. That's a rear light. These are headlights. Okay. Name headlight. Okay. And it's number 1, is it? It doesn't make any difference. It goes to 6. Hang on a second. We can have a better time than this. Let's go to these lights. It goes to 6. Okay. Then we're going to grab from 7. I happen to be working on another car, so let's just grab down to 16. Okay. Control C. And to come back to where we are, because we can tell these are all spread out and fucked up. They're really strange looking. I don't like it, but it is that way. Bing, bing. Put these in. Control V. All right, now we got up to 16 lights we can use. And they have to be in consecutive order. And it's a good idea to remove the original names before you even begin. And I'll tell you why. Because it's easy to not remember where the fuck the original stuff is and where the new stuff is. And only the things with the names that correspond to reality are going to light up, and the rest is just blabbage. You have no idea what the hell's going on. So, believe me, I've learned all this stuff out of trial and error, and I've tried to condense it down the best I can to show you and teach you before you make these mistakes and you're lost. And then I've got to say, Humble, would you answer this question? I'd be glad to. What is it? And then you tell me, and well, I should have left tech. I'm going to leave those. So basically what I'm trying to do is to help you learn on the fly. Now, we're not going to need this. We're not going to need this. We're not going to need this. Not going to need this. And we get rid of those. Okay. Now, we condense this down and we come back to here. Now, see this name? Rename it. Control C. Now we go to our lights. 7, because it's the one that's under the last one we got. Control V. We put the name of that in there. Bink. Now, don't go bananas, but that's the name. We don't need this anymore, so we delete that. Come over here. We make a copy. Put it on our desktop. Okay? Now we have to name it the proper name. A lot of this is over and over and over again, but there's reasons for it. And you'll learn this if you have any interest in this hobby. Now we come to here. Ding, ding. Thank God for the content manager, because you couldn't do this work this way any other way that I know of. And once we go in there, we're going to see the happy little car. And
we don't see any glass, Humble.
Is that a fucking pisser? I don't see it either. Now here's the real drag of it. Is it even there? Oh, fuck. Hang on. It's not even there. How can it not be there? Well, don't let this bother you. Let's go back to the editor. At 9 out of 10, because the son of a bitch isn't double-sided. You could see it from the other side if you could see it, but we can't. So let's go back into the editor. Don't worry. If this happens to you, it's not the end of the world. We're going to go fix it right now. Okay? Import the happy little guy. And you're going to see him here. You know I put them in there. You helped me. All right? There they are. So we go to the little bastards right off the bat. There's the name of them, Happy Grill Lights. We're going to double-side the fuckers. Now we're damn sure going to see them. Okay, they're double-sided.
So what do we do next?
Well, what I'm going to do is make this a little bit easier. Is since they've already got a name of their own, we're going to grab these little fuckers. We're going to separate them from the chaff. Come over here and write save. Now we're going to go to VW 30 materials, and I'm just going to do it this way. Bottom glass. Just like that. Lights, headlights. Bottom glass headlights, okay?
Where the fuck are they?
Right there. Okay, now, let's change the name of this. It says upper grill lights. Let's do something different. Well, actually, yeah, let's do something different. Upper grill, lower. Lower grill lights, okay? We can change the name of it here. Save it. Yes. Now we get out of here. All right? Now, keep an eye on these fuckers. See how they're lit up like this? Now we're going to go up here and we're going to memorize what they are. But before we do that, we're going to come on down here and find out why the fuck this ain't working. Transparency is opaque, but sometimes this has something to do with it. The shadow needs to be true. The shadow receiver needs to be visible caster, or we're not going to have any light. This has to be true, and this has to be true. Okay? We're happy. So, I'm not going to say that yet, but anyway, let's progress. So now we come over to import. We go to materials. We look for these. We find them. We sit OK. Edit. Copy. And paste faces. Now they should be on top of these, which means if we lower this down just a tiny bit, I mean a -4 maybe, you're going to see them come loose. And now all we have to do is make them smaller with a 0 and a 9. And well, we're going to have to widen them out a little bit better than that. Let's give it a 9/8 and see what happens. That's too much. You got to dick with the numbers until you're happy. Okay, we're zooming in on it. All of a sudden, they're going to fit. If I could, I have to use I only got my right hand to use because of the way this whole setup is set up, where I could go a hell of a lot faster, but because of the way it is, I can't. So, now, what we're seeing is part of this is digging into the original hide. So we need to come up a tiny bit. Up is the other way. So it'd be a 39. Okay, 39. Actually, we're doing pretty good. We want to come out just a tiny bit. Let's just put a 1 there and see if we can fix that. Oh, we went the wrong way. Okay, it just you know what that tells you? It tells you that these are in reverse. That's why we never saw them. That as far as they're concerned, they're not happy. So let's see, 39 minus. Let's go to 38 and see what happens. All right. That's pretty doggone close. We can do better than that.
Are we digging through the top?
Yes, we are. still think we are. Let's go down just a little bit more. Okay. We can live with that. We can live with that. So this time, now you know what we've got. Did we double side these little fuckers? I don't even know if we can anymore. It doesn't give us the ability to do it, apparently. Let me see if it'll do it. If it will, great. If it, oh, well, we already double-sided them when we saved them, didn't we?
I think we did.
Let's see if it'll show them or not. Group, okay, it did. We can double-side them, I think. No, we couldn't. But, all right. We should be able to make some headway now. So let's just save this. If all goes well, we got 4 lights on the top. We only got 4 more to go, and we're done. And I can go do something else because it is going fast. So since they're the exact same texture as the first lights, we don't have to worry about textures being wrong. All we have to do is export the KN5 to show that we've done something here. Okay? Okay. Bottom ones. Okay? This should be something that we can be thankful to enjoy. So let's go right after it. Let's go over to here. Now remember, we want to slide this one off because this is what we just did. And we get rid of this one. Now, we're going to rename this Control C, and now we're going to go to our data. We're going to go to lights. And right underneath this one, we're going to put this one. All right? Bing, bing. And let's change what happens here. Let's go to a 9 here. Let's go to a 0, 2. And let's go to a 0 here. Now, there's a good chance none of this is going to show up right now, but that's okay. We're getting ahead of ourselves. So close this down. Go back to the happy little kid. Make him the right name. And the coffee is talking to me. So let's go at this. Okay, we're happy? We're happy. Let's go into the machine here. Get this. Now we should be happy. Hopefully. And now we can see we've got something. Now we go up here and we turn our lights on.
Look, our happy little blue ones are there.
I know.
But Humble, what about the top ones?
Ah, this is a wonderful thing I'm about to show you. Just because you don't see them right now doesn't mean we're not going to see them. We're going to come up here like this, slide this one over one more time. We're going to go up here and we're going to choose the name of them. And you're going to see that this is exactly upper grill lights. All right. Control C. Now we're going to Alt Tab to get to here. Not that far. See these upper grill lights? You'll see them. Watch this shit. All we have to do is do it again. Control V.
It's exactly the same, Humble.
I understand. Watch. Now when we save it, we got lights.
What the fuck?
I know. Welcome to reality. But if you didn't know to do that, you'd think we were screwed. But we're not screwed. We only got 2 more and we're done. I know I said we could have fog lights. Well, we can. If you want to make them a different color, we can. But let's go finish this. Well, before we get too far down the road, let's do something else here. See these little bastards right there? Main body. Watch this thing. Hit them 3 little pigs. Control C, Alt Tab. Let's go down to the next one. Babingo. And put the name in. Now, these we want to be this color. So, Control C. Come on down to here. Control V. Save it. And now these little happy buggers work.
Yay, look how nice they look. They actually work.
And we can go through and do all kinds of goodies like that in a little while because we got lots and lots of things to enjoy. And I think the fellow who put this mod out is not going to give me a big ration of shit for monkeying with it and putting it out for you because he can get it himself. And now he's got Chrome and he's got goodies. He should be jumping up and down happy as a mouse. And I don't think I'm going to get my ass peeled for doing this, so I'm glad. All right? Now, I will be back in one moment. Hang on, guys. There we go. Oh, that feels so much better. All right, we got 2 more little lights, well, 4 actually, and then we're done with this. Just have to make a extension folder so it'll work with the new shaders patch, and we're really coming along at a happy pace. So let's get right after it. At least I don't have to do mirrors and all the other stuff. But you know what we should do while we're here is this. Let's go inside the cab and let's take a look at this. And I think I see what he did. Well, it was nice of him. He lighted up the best he could. Well, he lit them up nice. The only thing we don't have is he did a nice job. But what we need is all the little needles. So let's get our needles. Let's start over here. Get your mouse pointer. It's got to touch exact. Wait, let's get to where we need to go. We got to be at this first screen. Let's get over here and touch the little guy there. Ah, look, we got a whole shooting match. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these bastards. Hit the 3 little pigs. Get the real name. Uh-oh. I think I've seen that before. Well, anyway, Control C, Alt Tab. And then we got to try to hit the right one, which we just did. Close that. Oh, you fucker. Control F, or C, whatever the fuck. Come down here. Control V, the name. Now we want red this time, so we do want red. So we're going to give it a 5, and we're going to put just get rid of these. We want them to be red so we can see them. They can be any color you want, perfectly honest. But let's do this so you can tell what we're doing. Well, we got to turn them on, though, obviously. You see that they're all right. Turn them on. They are really red. See how the other ones are not lit yet? These are the red ones because they're not really going to do anything. But apparently the gas tank does work, and then these work. So we're going to put the gas tank as being green so we can tell what we've got here, all right? So let's come on down here and touch this one. Okay? Control C, Alt Tab, and it should go right back. We're going to worry about that. Come on up here. Bing. Bing, bing. You want it green? Green it is. Just take that. Just put a 0 there. And in fact, I want to be able to see it good, so let's give it a 4. Now we hit save. We can minimize this, close this, and it didn't work worth the fuck, did it? Didn't work at all. What the fuck? What'd I do wrong? We'll soon see. What the fuck? Control V. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, fuck, it doesn't work. I don't know why. It should work. It doesn't. What the hell's going on here? All right. Let's progress to the next 2, and then if it doesn't work, I don't understand it. Sometimes shit goes to ape shit. I don't know why. Okay, RPM arrow. Control C, Alt Tab. I don't fucking know why. Sometimes it just does that. All right. Control V. Let's make it something we can tell what it is. So put a 0 there. And the 1 here and see what happens. That worked. Go figure. All right, let's get this last one. See, I try to give you more than you bargained for. I'll help you out here. If you are new to this, you're not going to know any of this stuff. It's only stuff you learn as you go. Now, if I left that just like it is, it's going to be really bogus. Watch. But, you know, like you can see it.
Why don't we see this son of a bitch?
That doesn't make any sense.
Now, you can't have two of the same name.
Fucker ain't going to work, so piss on it. We're not wasting any more time with it. I don't know why it won't work, but it just won't. I don't know why. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. So we're not sweating that now. Let's go fix this thing, and then we're out of here. We're coming down the home stretch if nothing goes ape shit. So let's just run for the fucking goalpost and get the hell out of here. Come on. That's the funny thing about the 3D. If I had a better understanding of the whole thing, maybe it wouldn't shit the bed as often as it does for me. But let me be honest with you. A lot of times I have these oddball fucking problems that I don't even know why they're happening. So, let's see what we had. Bottom glass headlights, okay? Grab these two bastards. Wait a minute. Hang on. I might have all 4 of those fuckers. Front marker lights. Rear marker lights. Those are the lights, but they're not the glass. Those are housings. Bottom glass headlights. All right, just grab these fuckers. Make it easy. Edit, copy, and paste faces. All right, they're somewhere. Oh, they're right there. All right. So let's lift them up. And move them back. 7. Okay. Let's move them up again. That's too much. Zero 9. Oh, baby. They're not even close to wide enough. They're going to get oblong doing it that way. Oh, shit. Oh, well. Nothing we can do about it. Let's go up a little bit more. All right, I'm going to try to get in here where I can see what I'm doing. It does help. If you can't tell what the hell you're doing, you're pretty well screwed. Well, first of all, we know we got to go wider than that. This may be a pisser. I don't know. We're going to find out. It's got to go up more. Some of these ideas don't always flesh out the way you're hoping. Okay. And we can see that it's got to go forward more. If that's forward, no it ain't. Okay. Nice to know. I don't have a faster way. I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. Gotta just cut me a little slack. It really isn't going to take any more than a little bit of time here. Because the good news is we're going to save these fuckers. We're going to be ahead of the game when we go for the next set. Okay, I'm up a little too high on the Richter scale. And then we're going to be pretty well in good shape. All right. Hang on. Let's calm these down a little bit. Never be afraid to go back to the original view if you think it's going to help you. Now, you got to dick with it a million times because it is difficult to fucking actually see what's going on here. So you do have to continuously fuck with it until you get happy. Don't try to do it when you can't see what the hell you're doing because it's already enough work as it is without cobbing the piss out of it. All right, we can see we're way the hell wrong with this on this side. This is not right. It's way too wide. So we've got to cut it down. Now, let's zoom over to the other side and see what we're doing over there. We might just be able to slide the whole shooting match over a little bit and be ahead of the game. No, that's perfect. That one's perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop it down some more. I'm going to drop it down to a 50. And, all right, that should pull this in this way. Let's move that over a little bit. Let's see what this does for it. Wrong direction. It usually is. You're almost guaranteed that whatever you do with it, it's going to be wrong at the first time. But you gotta get over that. I think we got it. Oh, we're doggone close. We are doggone close. We are. That little kid is a happy unit. This is why you don't see this with a lot of other people's mods, because it takes time and you're never going to get an attaboy out of the deal. You're lucky if people ever fucking even give you a comment or anything. This is a thankless job. Honestly, it really is. So I'd say that's pretty damn good for the time being. We're going to go with that right now. Okay, and we already double-sided them, so what we're going to do is light them up. I don't even think I can save. I don't think I can take these out of here, but maybe, no, I can. Probably not. Okay. We're gonna go with this the way it is for right now. All right, we're gonna save it, just like that. I don't think I can do anything more with that, so just let's go. Okay, we go to edit, export, plugins. Now, all right. Back to, okay? I don't know what the hell the deal is with it, but that's what the name is. Let's give it one of these, just because we can. Okay? Back to is the name of it, and we'll save it. See back to, slide him right over to the edge. Get rid of this one. You know the program. You're starting to catch on.
What are we trying to do, Humble?
We want to delete this fucker. There we go. Now we change the name of this one. That's why we slide it off first, because it's easy to fuck up and delete the wrong one. And if you do, it's going to end up in the recycle bin, so it's not the end of the world. Okay? So now we go back in the game. I know we missed a step. Don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. Going to go back into the game. And the longer it takes, the more you think that it's probably something's going to take a shit and go ape shit, but I hope it doesn't. Let's F1, 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 and hopefully we're back into the game. Well, this is kind of fucked up, but okay. Let's go to the little lights in the back. This is the name of them. Control C, Alt Tab. Now we've got to fuck with this fucking game again. Oh, but we got it. We got it. Okay. We know this wasn't doing a damn thing, so let's pop that in there. Now these we're going to probably want to be a light color, I would say. Let's give it a 5. A 5 and a 5, so they're going to be completely bright. All right. Now, unless this is a fucking problem, I don't know why it would be. Light 10, light 11, it should work. Now when we turn these on, it should light, which it did. Okay, we got our little lights in the back. Now notice these took a shit. Well, don't worry about that. We're going to have to come back and rename them. Just exactly what they are, and they'll work again. It's a fucked up thing, but it's the way it is. So we get into this screen, we come back here, we touch these little fuckers, and we try to cut to the chase. Bottom ones, Control C, Alt Tab, look for bottom ones. Here they are. Control V, same fucking name. I understand that. Watch. And now they work. That's just the way it is. But we're going to cut to the chase real fast on these bastards. All right, they're down a little low. See what I mean about cutting through the edge? That's what you try to avoid, because that tiny little fuck up makes everything look shitty. So what we might be able to do is deal with it in a minute. But we're real close to being done. Basically, you've got the hang of this already. So let's go do this and we're out of here. Okay, one more time in. Import the happy little kid, just like this. Now we're going to come up to these little fuckers right there. We're going to come across here like this. Don't worry that you don't see it. It's really there. Save. Bottom glass headlights. Okay. We got to change the name or it's not going to, we're going to be fucked up. Hang on a second. Before we do that, well, no, we have to do that. Back to, just right, not anything. Back to upper. I don't know if they're upper or lower, but we're going to figure it out when we get there. Okay, we save those. They are the upper ones. Praise Jesus. Okay, good. This is a good thing. Now, see how they're highlighted? Now's the time to double-side the fuckers just to make sure. Okay, well, the next ones aren't going to be double-sided. So we're going to go here. All right, take that off. No, we're not isolating Dookie. We're going to import materials, bottom glass, rear 2 wing lights. There they are, up or through. Up, yeah, I can speak. All right, edit, copy, and paste objects. Now, see them light up? There they are, right there. Little bastards that they are. But nonetheless, they came in the right spot. Thank God. All we have to do is raise them up and we should be good to go. So we're going to try a 2 here and see what happens. All right, good. We're heading in the right direction. Pardon me. All right. Now this one looks good, but this one is in too far. So I think we're just going to have, I don't know any other way other than making them a little bit wider. And look at that. Holy shit, this one is mighty nice. The other one I think is fucked. It is. Okay. I'm going to raise them up just a tiny bit. Look at that. They're happy. Okay, wonderful. We're out of here. Save. View. Reset. We're done. We're done as best we can be. Except for the fact, I'm not opposed to this. Come on in here. I'm not one to get buffaloed easily. I'm willing to put a little bit of extra time in this. Remember that son of a bitch that refused to light? Was this fucker right here? Fuel arrow. See that? Let me light him up again. There's a reason we're not seeing that son of a bitch. And I think it's because we're just simply not seeing it. It's parked somewhere behind there. Okay. Let's change that 8 to a 5 and see what happens. I didn't see anything happen. All right, change it back to an 8. That's 0. Change it to a 4 and let's see what happens. Ha-ha! Beautiful. We're going the wrong way. So put it to a 0 again. Ah, look what we got now. The little bastard moved way down there. Now let's lift him up a pube. Okay. See the little fucker now?
I think we overpubed him.
All right. We can see this little bastard now, can't we? Aha, we can't. I've got to move him out a little more. We're going the wrong way. Okay, we're at a fucked up angle. Hang on. You know damn well I'm going to light that son of a bitch up because I don't want to be told no. The closer you come in, the more time it takes, so don't worry about that. I don't know what that purple fucking thing is, but we ain't sweating it. I hope. Now. 58. 56. I wish I could tell what the hell's going on with it, but I can't really. $53. Drop this down. Whoa, holy shit. All right. Double side the little prick. All right. Dandy. Now, I don't know if the bastard's going to work or not, but we just fucked with it good and hard. So it should light up, the little son of a bitch. Okay. Now we're going to unhighlight it and save it. Now we're going to go to reset view. We're out of here. Export this rascal to the car. Now it's upper back. Top wing lights. Bink. And that little fucker might light up when I go top wing lights, and it might not. We'll soon see. I think we got her. So in that case, rename, Control C. I think we got one last place, which we do. Control V.
Humble, how did you know to do that?
I didn't know. We're just hoping for the best. How's that?
Where's the top ones? They were 11, weren't they?
Yes. So,
We like these.
all right. We'd like those. Control C. Just so we can tell that something's going on here. Control V. All right. Boom. Now, slide this off onto the desktop. Remove this one. And put the proper name. And we should be done, guys. For honestly, God. Well, at least as far as all the 3D work is done. Okay? Okay, it's a good sign. Oh, they're sticking out a little bit, but you know what? At 100 miles an hour, who the fuck's going to see it? All right, let's go in here. Oh, look at that thing all fucked to death. That's all cob to shit now, but what's the name of it? What the fuck was the name of it? Oh, balls. Well, fuck it. Hang on. We don't need this anymore. That was a fuck up, but life goes on in the fast lane. Yeah, it did. Okay. Three Little Pigs. Aero Fuel Sub 1. Speak it to yourself. All right, now. Come on, you fucker. Right there. Son of a bitch still didn't work. Well, wait a minute, it ain't on. Fuck it. At this stage of the game, if it's determined not to work, I don't give a flying fuck. To hell with it. At this stage, I'm not sweating it. Let's get out of this program here. All right. And get on with the real ending of this video. Okay, we're in the right spot for this. Okay. That's the lenses. Okay, beautiful. Back to Control C, Alt Tab. Back to, remember back to? There they are right there. Control V and light them up. There they are. So we got the blue ones and the orange ones, and we got the bright ones and the orange ones. Do we want the orange ones to be orange, or we want them to be light? What do we want to do with them? That's up to us. Now, An interesting thing is, if we hit the lights right now, by going to this and go to lights and hit the T, gotta wiggle sometimes to make it happen, you're going to see that none of our lights are lighted up as headlights. And you're going to wonder, are they going to work in the game? They're not showing up as lights. So what we want to do is, at a situation like this, is we come over here and turn that T off, come up here and touch one of these, and we're going to go to MG Materials. We're going to look for emissive. See the 0? Emissive means it gives out light. So we want to hit change values. You're going to look here and you're not going to find emissive. But if you read here, there's emissive. So we want 0, 4, 0. You write your own numbers in, but this is how bright it's going to be. And a 0, 4. Boom. Okay? Now this is going to rewrite your KN5. But everything, watch, save it. Okay? So, now if we go to these other little ones down here and hit them, and we go to MG Materials, 444. See that? Everything that we just did has an emissive value to it. What about the ones up here? Because they're the material, it's the material that we changed, 444. Okay?
Well, Humble, will they work in real life?
Well, now we're at the litmus test part. This is the part of the whole thing I really like. Because we're going to take this puppy out at nighttime and see what works and what doesn't right here and now. So we go to escape. We're happy with this. We go to drive. We make it dark, 3 in the morning. I don't know anything about Raceway Park, so get me somewhere where we have some fucking idea. But there was a nice one. Hang on a second. A real pretty one, too. I got so many new ones from Sir Spats that sometimes it's hard to... Emerald Bay. Oh, no, that ain't it. Well, it ain't bad. What the fuck was the name of it? Paradise Bay. That's the puppy. Okay. Let's go check this thing out. Now, we could sniff it out again, but I think it's going to be fine. It says it's happy. Okay? Let's do this thing. This is really a pretty cool map, and it's really pretty to look at. I haven't tried to drive this car yet, so let's just hope it drives. 'Cause we just put a lot of work into something I didn't even know if it drives or not. That was pretty stupid. Pardon me. That's a good sign right there. Something's happening. Gears, fuck that. Tires, fuel, we're happy. All right. There's our happy lights. Go to 400 degrees turn. There we are. Now, are our little lights even doing a damn thing? You can't prove it by me that they are. But they're kind of cool. At least we got headlights. Do we have brights? I can't tell we do. Brake lights? We got brake lights. No flames. But look, they're emissive. So they do have an emissiveness to them even if they're off. But you turn them on and the little puppies are happy. It gives us our colors. Well, fuck it, that ain't so bad. Let's try it a little kid. Oh, it's a clack shift? Wonderful. Clack shift. Well, we're going to change a few things. Okay, good. It works. That's all we wanted to know. Do our lights work? Yes, they do. Our lights do work. Can we actually get out of the game? We're hoping. At this stage of the game, it's not looking real fucking good. It looks like, all right, good. It did let us loose. Okay, guys, that's going to take us as far as we want to go with this right now. You know damn well I'm not going to give up, and that's why they're still on, because they're emissive. And if you don't want to, if they're too lighted up and emissive, you don't like it, it's a simple matter to change the numbers. And you can change these to any color that you want to, just by changing the colors. Maybe what we'll do is we'll have the blue ones on top and the orange ones here to match it. Well, that's up to you, whatever you do with it. It's all up to you at that stage of the game. It's your call. But now we don't... Do you want to fire it up so we have flames and shit? Do you want to hang with me that long? I know it's a pain in the ass. I'd like to go myself. I'm tired of fucking with it. And I've been on this several hours today and got nowhere with the first thing. But that doesn't mean we can't have... This is so fucking easy. It's pathetic. Okay, let's go to T. Let's move this little bastard. Oh, look at this. Praise Jesus. Did we just luck out? We lucked out like a banshee. Oh, I lucked out like a son of a bitch. That just saved me a lot of time. Okay. Oh, isn't that sweet? Isn't that sweet? Oh, praise Jesus. Sometimes that little arm around the shoulder, just to keep you going, is just enough to make you happy. Just a little something that goes right for a change, instead of always being at the wrong side and everything being fucked up. It's just a matter of adjustment. Now this is going to be in the wrong spot, so we've got to move it out of the way. So I got to get in here to get just this red circle for this bottom one. Okay? And once we're happy that we've got them, Jody showed me this, although I haven't heard from him in ages. I know he's so busy doing taxes. Hit Save Moved Parts. Okay? Now when you hit the flames, we got 2 flames in the back, and we can hit the T, and the adjuster will go away. All right. Beautiful. So, does this mean we're going to have flames in the game? No, it doesn't mean jack shit. It's possible, but the chances are so fucking slim. It's pathetic. But we can make that happen right here and now. We can go to data. We can go to flames, I. Because this is an amazing thing. And we're going to see that now we do have 2 of them. This one that has no negative is on one side of the car, and the other one's on the other side of the car. Now what we can do while we're here, just because we can, the intensity is 60. Fuck it. It just went up to 660. We're going to have some flames shooting out of this fucker like a barbecue grill. Now we're going to grab this and go to here. Going to go Control C. Going to backspace it. Oh, you rotten bastard. Well, that's the nice part about edit. Undo. All right. Why didn't it do what I wanted to do? That's what I wanted to do. Control V. Try it again. Barrent. Control V. Barrent. I'll give it another Control V. Fuck it. Barrent. Okay, now we save it, and we got to start renaming numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's better to start at the bottom. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And save it. All right, now we got a fuck house load of them, which means we could really do some elaborate shit. And it's as easy as could be. We just go back and adjust them the way we just did. But there's no sense in monkeying with that right now. Other issues we could fix by monkeying with these numbers, but it's not for today. Let's go to the flame presets and just throw them out for now. Throw them the fuck out. I'm going to go get some that I know work. Okay, cars, come on down here. I got some ass-kicking ones. Right from the Charles Bandit. Okay, flame presets. Copy. Okay, we can get right out. Well, actually, we don't need to get out of here yet. Paste. Okay, now, since we're already here and this has an extension folder, no reason why we can't just copy this and then get out of here. Okay, this one doesn't have an extension folder yet, but it does now. Boom. Now, obviously, it's not meant for this vehicle, so some things are going to have to change dramatically, and we can start by opening this up and taking a look at it. Now we got tires, and we got flames, and we got all kinds of goodies, and all these things. These are all the smokes that have to be changed. But basically, and the headlight diffraction and all that other shit, I don't know if we're going to keep any of this emissive crap. Probably not, actually. I'm not going to deal with this emissive light. Come here, squirrel. At all. We're going to audio pitch and all that other bullshit. Fuck it, you know. Photo ejaculatron glass and all that other crap. Fuck it. Let's just boot that shit. We don't need any of that. I don't even need this, really. Headlight deflection. Fuck that. We can always get it if we want it, but I really don't. And we don't need the lights thing. Okay? Basically, what this is just a palette for you to write in your own shit. And we're only going to put the shit we want in here. And the other stuff can really put a fuck to you. If you don't know what you've got, like this tire debug crap, we don't need any of that crap. Come here. It might have worked good for something, but fuck it. We don't need it. Barrett, get it right the hell out of there. Barrett. Okay, and save. Okay, we're just going to keep what we want. So, we could get out of the lights and get out of the lights, but the flames are a nice thing to have because we were just there. So what we want to do is come over here to move document, to move to other view. I wish I had done that a different way. That's easy enough to do. It doesn't matter. All we want to do is this. We want to hit, wherever this is a 0, we want to start here. And we want to change these numbers to be these numbers. So it's really not hard. Watch. Control C. Get the whole shoot and match. Run from the right to the left. Control V. And just get going. You're going to see what this does in a minute. Control C. This is if you want to have the smoke coming out of the pipes. If you don't want the smoke, get rid of the fucking particles completely. And you don't have to monkey with it. All right? But this goes at a pretty good clip. And it gives it a little something extra. Control C. And we're at 2. So we're at 2. It's very important to get this proper. It's so easy to screw it up and lose track of where you are. Just bring this right up and get it out of the way. We're at 3 now. Okay, let's bring it right up. Well, we can't. Well, all right, we know where we are. Control C, add 3. Oh, that acted funny. But it says it's right. 4. Control. 4. 5. I did this. This is the third time today I've done this. Control. Not on this vehicle, obviously. But every one of my older mods, I have to go through this bullshit in order for the flames and stuff to work. Oh, it's a fucking nightmare. But if I only do one at a time as I use them, eventually I'll get to the end of it. And pray to God they don't update some kind of bullshit and I have to do all this again. That's the pisser of updates. And it really is a drag if you're a creator, because as soon as somebody changes the playing field, you're fucked.
Well, we got 2 extras. What do you want to do about that?
Well, one of them is, they're both negatives. Well, grab a positive one. Grab 4. Control C. And slap him in here. Of course there would be. All right. Control V. And grab the lower one beyond that. We'll be happy. And we got a negative and a positive. Control C. And it's just easier than... I could have just got rid of these 2. But for the sake of not fucking with it, I didn't want to. So here's what we got. Now we got an issue because our directions are all fucked up. But let's run it right to the end and get rid of them. Now we gotta go back to here. Now what we're going to want is we want this direction here. Control C. Put it in. And put a rat turd. I call them rat turds because that's what it looks like to me. And then we put the other one, because we only got the 2, one on one side, one on the other. Control C. And right after the rat turd, pop this one in there. Control V, and done. We're done. Seal the deal. We're out of here. Now, this should be with flames, a go-go, working like a champ, and we should be a done deal. Ready to do this? We're ready to do this. Now we go back to Content Manager and we drive the puppy. And now we should have flames like a son of a bitch. You should be able to weld fucking cast iron behind this fucker. And there'll be enough smoke, nobody will be able to chase you because they can't see the fucking car. But you got to be into it. See the smoke. Turn the lights on. Go outside the car. Fucking sparks. Looks like one of those little fucking things you have at 4th of July. Shit, nobody will walk behind us. Fucking mosquitoes are gone. Alright. So, I think, alright. You're not pleased. You guys are tough to please, I'll tell you. Will you do me a favor if you've come this far? Will you at least hit the like and a at least hit the like. Even if you don't comment, would you at least hit the friggin' like? It's cheap. It doesn't cost a cent. So here's what we want to do. We want to go to data. Yes, we do. So open it up. And now we go to the flames, INI. Where the fuck are they? Right here. Open them up. Now notice we don't need this anymore. Not really. And let's minimize our chances of a fuck up. Calm this thing down to a science. Get out of here. Go back to this. Come to the showroom. This goes so fast. Hit the flames. Okay. Hit the T. Wherever the fuck it is. Now, get in where you can see pretty good. What we're going to do, we got a load of these. So we're going to move this out to about there. Move this out to about there. Move that out to about there. All right. So now we got a whole tribe of these little fuckers. Going to do the same thing with the other one. Of course, this is obviously going to be in the way because it just can be, and it likes it, I guess. So we're going to take this, move it out a ways. You got to get only one at a time. Okay? Now, if you want to get creative, you can fiddle fuck around with this one wide and that one wide. But honestly, I don't know as I would really want to fuck with it too much because it's very difficult to get in there. We can do that. All right, that's good enough. I think we're just going to hit the Save Rooney button. Oh, where is the Save Rooney button? Right there. Save Move Points. Okay, flames. Out of here. All right, and that's done. Now what I'm going to do is go back and fix the drive line so that you don't have to fuck with every single individual gear because oh, wait a minute.
Humble, what happened to the fucking lights?
They're right here. All right, I just want to make sure that everything worked. So that's where we're at right now. And you want these blue? Oh, God. It's easy. Watch. This is the name of them. Back to. All right. Alt tab. Bink. No, go lay down. Flames we don't want. Oh, balls. Wait a minute. Hang on. Don't that. Save it. File. No, I can't. All right, we can't do it that way. Fuck. Control V. Maybe we can do it this way. We can. We're looking for back to. Right there. Okay? So, 9, 2, and 0. All right? Now they're going to be blue and happy. And you know what? I'm going to fix, since if anybody's hung with me this long, I thank you for doing it. There they are. There's the happy little guys, the right color. Okay? Afternoon either. You want to see how easy it is? Now, if it shits the bed right here and now, we'll know that we have to put some stuff back in that we monkeyed with. If it doesn't shit the bed right here and now, but runs, it'll go like a raped ape. It'll be hang on for dear life mode. Oh, this is a good sign. Oh, fuck yeah, this is good. Look at that happy little kid. Now we go to gears. Look, we can adjust on one fucking foul sweep. Tires, they're already happy. Fuel, 33. Electronics, we have adjustable electronics, but we can do it in cab. Aero, I'm going to give it 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Alignment seems happy. Dampeners, we don't know about. Differential power is good. Differential coast is good. That's good. Suspension's happy. We're ready to go. All right. All right, you ready for this? They probably are, but they're very, very low. I mean, at nighttime you probably would see them. Now you don't, so they can be adjusted up higher. And the headlight color of this is kind of yellow and putrid. I don't care for that myself, but that's adjustable also. But look at our little light buckets. They're cool, and nobody else has one like this, I guarantee it. Well, you guys are going to. And as I say, you could, I bet you could brighten these all to hell and really be able to see a good distance out in front of you. I mean, that would really light up the whole place nicely. I bet you we could do that, but I'm not going to monkey with it now. You can see that when we're going under here, we definitely do have the lights. They're definitely working. So that's what we were trying to achieve. Isn't that a pretty, look at that view. Holy shit. In fact, I do need a screener for this. So I can have it on. I need at least one screen. Boy, they're not bright enough. Wait, doesn't a subtle Corsa go to time of day and it fucks you if you don't do it right? In other words, okay, let's go back in time. Oh, that's the wrong thing. All right, hang on. All right, this is what we got. Okay, they do work to some degree, but they're not anywhere near bright enough. Boy, we got some fucking ass-kicking flames. Well, at least one of them. There'll be more. But I would say the litmus test now, it's just a matter of fine-tuning things like the mirrors. Get the mirrors set up for yourself. You guys know how to do all that stuff. There we go. There we go. We got flames coming out both sides. Look at that. Beautiful marina. There's our lights. I'm going to snag a quick screen-a-rooney. And then when we get actually, let's go right to the fucking rubber. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. This is where the bear shits in the buckwheat. All of a sudden, it's going to take off like a raped canary. That smoke is so realistic. I mean, look at how it diffuses into the atmosphere. Makes for an oddball looking thing, doesn't it? I don't think we're getting any more screens out of that. But that's where we are, guys. Like it or lump it. Oh, I'm airborne. Exit. And we did lose the fucking fuel tank deal. That thing took a shit for itself. Can we go, please? Thank you. All right. So that's that, guys. Wow, almost 9 o'clock at night. Oh, this is going to be a long bastard. But it is what it is. A long bastard. Now, might as well learn this if you're still here. Doubt it, but you may be. The first time you do that, you don't find it, right? Do it again. And now it'll show you where you were. Isn't that something? You learned that much. So all we got is 3, don't we? 3 little screeners. That's it. Okay. Copy. Guys, I will see you on the next one. I hope you learned something. I will have a copy up on MediaFire for you. And we're done. So I'll see you on the next one. Maybe a day or so because I got stuff to do, but God bless you, everybody. Bye-bye now.